Chapter 5 – A Brand New Fleet. With the new fleet of cars now in revenue service, let's talk about the advancements in technology that the Type 12s introduced. Prior to the contract with Hawker Siddeley, the existing fleet on the Orange Line consisted of 100 Pullman Standard Type 11 series rapid transit cars. Those cars were introduced back in 1957 and 1958. The technology that was included on the Type 12s was state-of-the-art and featured some of the most advanced technology of any car seen previously. The Hawker Siddeley Type 12 fleet consisted of 120 cars numbered 1200 through 1319. Each car measured 65 feet in length, 9.3 feet in width, and 11 feet 11 inches in height. And each car had a weight of 68,780 pounds. Each Type 12 car was a single-ended car that would be married or permanently coupled to another car, as the cars could not operate on their own if decoupled. The cars were designed to utilize both auxiliary equipment present in the married pair. The Type 12s featured a full-width operator's cab with a single-lever master controller designed and manufactured by Wabco. The master controller had 4 power notches, P1 through P4, and 2 indicated braking service positions, minimum and full service. The cars had a maximum design speed of 65 miles per hour and a nominal acceleration of 2.5 miles per hour per second. The side doors were controlled by drum switches mounted beneath the operator's cab window on either side of the cab. The 6 set of doors consisted of 12 in-body electro-pneumatic sliding doors, the width of each door frame being 4 feet. When the doors opened, a click would sound, which would be the electromagnet unlocking the mechanism, followed by a whoosh, which would be the air piston pulling the mechanism into the opened position. When closing, a 2-tone analog chime would play from all the speakers indicating that the door was closing. Air from the piston would push the mechanism back into the closed position, and the same click would sound again, indicating that the doors had locked. The PA system utilized 3 microphones that were located in 3 places within the cab. A gooseneck microphone was placed on the right crash pillar near the master controller, and 2 additional handheld microphones were placed beside the cab windows. When an operator or guard would make an announcement on the PA system, another 2-tone analog chime would play, with the second note being lower than the first. The announcements and chimes would play through 7 speakers located within the car. 6 speakers were placed on the roof of the passenger compartment, and the other speaker placed on the top left side of the cab roof on the exterior. A special quirk of the Type 12s is that every analog PA system had different sounding chimes, each varying in pitch and speed, with all 120 cars having their own unique chime that, when combined, would make some really musical tones. The ride quality of the Type 12s was unlike any other train previously. The 12s came with an all-new air ride suspension system. Fleets previously used conventional steel spring suspension. The air ride suspension was a lot more graceful with its equalizations and was a lot more responsive than the suspension present in the 11s. The Type 12s also featured an all-new braking system that were designed by Wabco. The system utilized 4 friction brake pistons that were powered by a D4 air compressor. Another new technological improvement with the Type 12s was the addition of regenerative braking. Regenerative braking is a type of braking mechanism that decelerates the train by converting kinetic energy from the motion of the train into electrical energy, using the motor's natural resistance to slow it down. Once the train had reached a low enough speed, the friction brakes would apply, bringing the car to a halt. One benefit of regenerative braking was that it inflicted less wear and tear on the brake shoes. When a 12 would depart, air from the brakes would be released, producing the most unique brake release sound of any train in all of Boston. When comparing the Type 12s to the Type 11s, the Type 12s were a technological leap compared to the fleet it was replacing.